There we go. Ah, here we are. All right, cool. There we go. All right, and we are live. Come on in the frame.
Hey, come on in.
I was gonna say, you didn't have to stand outside of the frame while I was just trying to get it to work. I just crossed my fingers and hoping that it would work. As you know, as the title says, if you didn't catch it, my buddy Arty Voisey, he's our AAMP global rep. We've known each other for
A couple of days.
at least a couple of days. At least a couple of days.
Before the gray hair. Well, you don't have any yet, just a tiny little.
What are you talking about? This is all gray.
Ah, yeah, okay.
You know, it's like crazy. So anyways, what we thought we'd do today, Fernando's not here. Fernando is he's
filling some big shoes there.
He's doing a birthday party for his daughter, and he was like, I need the day.
Happy birthday, Naomi.
He's eccentric. He's like, I need the day. We have to prep the house. I have to clean. I have to do this. He came up with this really overthought idea, and then here we are. So I said, hey, you just so happened to call at the moment when we were like, and I go, hey, why don't you come on the show and we can talk about car audio?
Like, great idea. I need to get out of the house too. You know?
Yeah. And that's what we're going to talk about. So as a sales rep for AAMP Global, he answers the phone. He's the guy I call. Now, we're not in his region, meaning he doesn't handle Florida, and there's a reason why we're still in his. So we often talk about
only Florida customer.
We're the only Florida customer.
And you're right around the corner. How convenient is that?
It makes things nice. Actually, it works out really well. I'm not going to lie. If you think about it, it actually works out extremely well because we're not really in the Florida loop.
Right.
And we do so much extracurricular activity.
And you could tell them how really, because I have to deal with Paul too, not just because of you. So, you know.
Yeah. But
and
I mean,
Paul wasn't doing business with AAMP at all.
No.
Until you got here.
Yeah. So I mean, the relationship just the relationship that like 5-Star has with AAMP is really unique.
It didn't start out though, you know.
No,
right,
it hasn't.
Yeah,
but I mean,
right. Now it is.
Now
it's right.
It's really
tech support, engineering, marketing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's almost, but I think it's worked out good that we're not part of the Florida chain of command, so to speak. We're outside of that loop.
I'm the lucky one.
It's definitely made things. I think it's just made things easier for us. I mean, if you think about it.
Oh no.
Because we don't have to, we don't have to deal with all that.
And Paul's a hard guy to deal with, So
we won't even
it took me a while to develop a relationship with him.
Well, so that goes into ordering and how much stuff we do for ordering and. So you work 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Now we're gonna.
And really, my phone's always on. People have my cell phone number.
Your phone is always on, but it's never on you on the weekends.
No, it's on. I return phone calls. My customers will tell you if they need me, they text me. They go. I may not be there because I'm not. I'm an old guy, dude. And your cell phone's right there. Where's my cell phone?
I have no idea. Probably in the car.
It's in the truck, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's where I don't bring it into the store with me. I don't. Take it. And sometimes I leave the house and don't take my phone with me.
I know. That's why.
Just that kind of guy.
I just expect to go. Oh, I gotta call Arty.
And hey, every once in a while I answer the phone.
I know, and I go. All right,
but I'm available on the weekends as well. But yes, Monday through Friday, technically.
Well, let's take this back. So, what month was it when all this started? February? March?
It was, okay, so this is a great story.
Yes.
I'm in New York.
Yes.
Traveling with Frankie.
March
1st. Hello, Frankie.
Frankie is New York, so we always talk 12 Marketing Group. So his territory. Give us your states that you cover.
Okay, so it's the Northeast, and it handles 4 regions: Mid-Atlantic, which goes from Virginia up to Maryland, D.C. area.
Okay.
Then you got New York Metro, which is New Jersey, New York, naturally. Then you got New England, which is Connecticut. I don't know why Connecticut, but now Frankie handles Connecticut. But so I'm making that New York Metro, Connecticut also. New England, which is Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire. And then upstate New York, which is territory all to itself.
Yeah, the Green Belt.
So.
And some of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, in the Philly area, right?
Yeah.
Eastern only, Eastern Pennsylvania. I forgot about that too. Yeah.
How could you forget? Anyway, so there again, like we said, nothing in Florida. Not one.
Not one.
All right, so you and Frankie, you fly up to...
Right, so
you
I
gotta
think
fly
it's
up
like this is
there.
the first week in March.
Yeah.
And the coronavirus is already out there.
Right, because when we left to go to California in February, we were just starting to talk about it. Because
Right.
Fernando was like,
Right.
I think this thing is going to become something. And I go, I don't know, we're still going. So we were all kind of like, what's happening? Right, so you go up and see Frankie.
So, and we're joking about it.
Oh, yeah,
Because-
we're all
because
joking about it.
Frankie is Chinese. So he's like threatening to kiss customers if they don't buy from him. It's the whole thing. We went out to dinner with customers. And I'm a physical guy. Well, I'm not like I'm like when I see a customer, I'm like shaking hands, hugging. So what are you laughing at?
Wouldn't have guessed he covers the Northeast.
Yeah,
I know,
right. Hey, I've been in
hey.
Florida for 30 years. I lost my accent. I'm telling you. When I go back up there, I'm like,
You found
that
it on
guy's-
his
yeah.
way in. But anyways.
So, and we're going out to dinner with customers. And it's starting to get bad while I'm there.
Yeah.
So, and
Cuomo is just starting to go, we need to set up a tent or something.
Yeah.
'cause-
So, yep. So I get back into the office, and my boss is like, "You're grounded, dude. You I'm like, "What?" Yeah, he's like, "No more traveling." And we had our
we
little
had
thing.
GAS
We were going to
coming
travel
up.
deals in
Yeah.
April, and my boss said, I got to travel. Dean's traveling with me. I'm going to the GAS show. He
everything's
said, no.
canceled.
He said, no, you're not. Cancel that trip.
Yep.
And I'm like, you have to be kidding me.
Right, well, because
I was
we're all
shocked.
shocked.
Right.
We're all shocked.
So I called DAS. I called you.
Yeah.
And they're all everybody. You were shocked. You're like, you got to be kidding me too. You said the same thing.
Come on. Well, I mean, there
This is
again,
nothing, right?
When we look back 2 months, I don't think anyone could have seen this.
No.
I mean,
And even DAS
I
was very
betting
upset.
man.
I was the first vendor to pull out of the distributor show.
right.
So yeah, it was a tough call for me to make, but I had no choice, right?
Yeah, I was
It's not
going to
like,
say, you didn't really make the call. You just had to make
right,
a call.
Yeah, I just had to make the call. Right?
Hey, sorry, bro. It's not going to happen.
So yeah, and then I canceled the rest of my. I was booked up traveling,
Oh, yeah.
so
Yeah.
canceled the rest of the
I
shows,
paid a
and
lot
then
of money to the airlines and haven't been able to fly anywhere this year.
right, yeah.
horrifying.
then they start talking about closing the office, and
All
I'm
right.
really freaking out.
So
then.
so that brings us to where we diverge, because I know you, and you're like you said, it's hard to believe he's from the northeast. You're very set in your ways.
Creature of habit.
Creature of
Yeah,
habit.
oh,
We'll
no
say
question
that.
about it.
It's
No question.
5:05.
Not that.
It's 5:10. Okay. So, anyways, I knew that you were not
structured,
because there again, with our relationship with AMP, I knew that they said to everyone, "Hey, if you can work from home, work from home."
And I didn't.
And you were like,
I am not working from home.
Exactly.
I am in the office.
and me being
And-
the concerned friend that I am, that's when we start. So since then, I don't even remember. So since that notification, I have been talking to you every morning on
every
the
single
phone
morning, yeah.
as I'm driving to work. I call you and we do
And that was even before, when I was still in the office.
I would always call and go, "How's the office? Can you hear yourself echo off
and
the
they're
walls?"
dropping like flies. So each week, less and less people.
Yeah, you were the last guy.
Right, they threw us out of the office.
They did.
Yeah, out.
And you were pissed.
Oh, I'm pissed.
You were so pissed. You're like,
I am like, they're making me freaking work from home.
yeah, he's like, dude, I can't even go into work. And I go, all right, so here's what you're gonna do. Get up at 5 o'clock in the morning like you always do. Do your thing. Go out to your truck. Get in your truck. Drive around the block for 20 minutes. Pull into your house, and then you'll be fine.
It's funny you should say that because one
Yeah,
of my friends.
yes.
Did I tell you about
Yeah,
John?
yeah, yeah.
John
Drove to
one of
the
my good
office.
buddies actually drove there and drove back just so he felt like I didn't go that far. I could have, but I didn't go that
surprised
far.
you didn't.
He actually drove to the office a couple of days, and then he stopped doing it. But wow. And I wasn't prepared to. I didn't have like a home office, like
No,
you know.
you had a
I got a spare bed. I had a spare bedroom,
Yeah.
right? Didn't I?
I mean, we have
So-
a home office.
Right.
You know.
'Cause, and I never did. Hey, well, I got my laptop.
We have
on
a home office.
Right. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
So the funny thing is, think about it. We have the home office, but where do I edit every night? on a fucking
and
TV
the couch.
on a fucking TV tray by the couch. Beautiful home office,
Right.
but no, I can't go out there.
So
they're all
so April 1st, I got thrown out of the office. So now I have to. So I'm scrambling. Now they said, here's all your shit. Take it home, and so I got to figure it all out.
So the relevance to this in car audio is that obviously now everyone wants to buy car audio. All right. So here is a car audio man. Here is one of the largest suppliers of car audio, AAMP Global, and they've just shut their offices down. Okay. So there is no one allowed in the office. All the engineers are at home. All the tech support is at home. All the guys in the warehouse got reduced to minimum amount. They
Right.
furloughed people.
Sorry to all the customers for the shipping issues, but
Yeah, so they furloughed people. Now they have 3 warehouses in the United States. What are your 3 warehouses? Is it 3 or 4?
4.
You have 4 warehouses. So we have Florida, we have California.
We got Nevada and Missouri.
Okay. In between
But
now,
Nevada shut down completely.
Correct.
That state, they wouldn't let it.
no, and California got shut down.
That's our biggest facility. It got shut down for maybe it was a week or a few days.
Yeah.
I forget really.
But then it was.
But
just
we're still
allowed-
hurting there in California
Well, yeah.
because not only is it a warehouse that we ship stuff of,
It's
it's
also-
a manufacturing facility.
Yes, and so you have to abide by all the rules that California's put
And
in
they
place.
cut us down to a fraction. So now we have people that we have to do manufacturing, research and development, engineering, and packing and shipping orders, and receiving containers, and then shipping out other stuff to the course. They're the main hub that they do all the transfers all to the other warehouses. It all comes into California first. So you could imagine a fraction of the people
right.
doing all the work of
So-
7,500 people.
When, so for us, when we pick up the phone, because we order 4 of the 5 days out of the week, easily. And Paul is very committed to, hey, at 4 o'clock, pick him up the phone and saying, I need this tomorrow, and it's not happening.
Well, just Paul's like me. He's on a pretty good schedule. So
Oh.
for me to handle Paul, not only we had the personality thing and everything, and it worked out great, but now I got to go by his schedule and his system and how he wants to do things. Period.
right.
So he calls me, and I add on to his orders, and then we ship it at 4 o'clock exactly every day.
Right.
I call him at 4. Yeah, okay, 4 o'clock. Got to call Paul.
Right.
4 o'clock. So.
Now it's 2 o'clock.
Now it's 2 o'clock. And
You're not going to get it the next day because it might be coming from one of the other warehouses.
so yeah, it's so we talked about the manufacturing in California.
Yeah.
So and then you have the supply chain with parts and stuff coming from China and other parts of the
wherever
country
else.
and
Yeah.
wherever else, right? So yeah, we're having there's shipping problems. There's inventory problems, manufacturing problems. They are actually working in California all weekend this weekend, running machines to build product so we have it in stock. All weekend long. All the overtime was approved. Everything was done. We talked about it on Friday. Absolutely crazy. And they're finishing up the orders that they didn't finish shipping on all week long.
Right.
They're coming in today and tomorrow. Finish it up. So Monday we're not 200 orders behind in California. But there was a week or maybe 2 weeks there. We would get a list at like 6 o'clock or 7, 8, because California's 3 hours later. What orders did not ship that day? And every single warehouse had a list, pages of orders did not ship that day.
So I like this question. I think this we'll take the Corona test and just kind of let that set for a moment. Are all brands equal quality with AAMP? Now, not necessarily going through the quality part of it, but let's discuss how AAMP breaks their company into segments. Okay, so you're in sales,
Right.
which means you're at the forefront of all the segments. And by
Absolutely.
segments, I mean multiple companies under the AAMP Global banner.
Right.
So you have Phoenix Gold, which is...
Surprised you started there, but okay.
Well, it was the obvious one.
Yeah, okay.
Plus,
That's our AMP and
Plus, it
speaker.
was out of the corner of my eye as I was seeing it on the TV. So you guys handle all of Phoenix Gold. Now, how is that? So that's structured differently than the other brands. So first off, you have to have an account with AMP Global. But to be a Phoenix Gold dealer, you have to.
Right, no distributors carry Phoenix Gold.
Right.
That is and we decided when we brought in Phoenix Gold and we were going to do the revamping, it was going to be one of the
When you
true
bought
map
Phoenix Gold.
protected. Right, when we bought them, there was
nothing.
Right,
Yeah.
So we resurrected it, and our main goal was to map protect an amp and speaker line that they could not buy on the internet cheaper than map pricing. And the internet back then was like exploding.
Oh yeah,
Everybody
you could
was
find
on
everything for
internet.
$5.
Right.
Um,
I'm a specialist guy. Well, you know,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
a
so
specialist guy.
And a lot of guys, I understand, like to buy things on the internet because.
And I have dealers. I have customers that sell on the internet too. So,
Yeah.
but
It's
I
just-
am a specialist guy.
It's so that everyone is on a level playing field.
Right,
So if you
right.
come to me and buy it for $200, it's on sale on the internet for $200. Now, if they want to, that's
Sad, very sad thing about our industry.
It's not sad. I mean, dude, some of these guys are in places where there are no car stereo shops. You know?
That I get.
And
But
so-
then, it should
You know,
be
how many car stereo shops are in Maine?
a handful of them, and some good ones too.
Okay, a handful. And some
Chuck
good ones.
Adair Kennedy, just want to take a shout out to my good buddy Chuck Adair.
But I'm just saying, though, it's Maine. You know how big that state is?
Right.
It's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
So, you know, if a guy's living at the top of Maine and he wants to get a Phoenix Gold amplifier, he has to get it online. And he's going to wait to
Well,
get it.
so
You know?
things have changed since we first decided that no. Now we
Oh, yeah,
have
yeah, that
now we
gets-
have internet partners. I think maybe just two of them really.
Yeah.
I'm not, none that I deal with that abide by the map protecting.
Right.
And they sell on the internet to you people in northern Maine.
Why's it got to be me
Canada
people?
border.
Why we got to go like that? Why is it you people?
Because you're like the celebrity. Everybody's watching you, man. Nobody knows who I am unless
Look
I'm
at
friends
Bobby.
with you.
Bobby's got on his amp shirt right now.
Hey,
See?
Bobby.
All right, so Phoenix Gold is the actual car brand as far as like that. So then we'll move into EchoMaster.
Okay.
So EchoMaster
Safety and convenience.
is so there you go. So what's the title for Phoenix Gold? Does that have a title like that?
Infotainment.
So that falls on the infotainment.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm,
because that goes into other categories too.
Right, because we sell, right. Yeah,
Okay, we'll
yeah.
get to that.
No. Yeah, Phoenix Gold is, I guess it does fall on, because the other brand, they're kind of together.
Yeah, they're kind of
right? Yeah.
together. So EchoMaster is what now?
Safety and convenience.
Safety and convenience. So everything that is in the safety and convenience falls under EchoMaster. So that's all the backup cameras, that's all the side mirors, that's the
Blind
backup
spot
sensors,
detection.
rear view mirrors.
Right, RV stuff. So, and right now, and I don't know if you know, but the whole coronavirus thing, RVs are selling like crazy.
Really?
They are selling like crazy because that's the new vacation for people. Hop in their RV, their quarantine camp facility, and the RV industry is going through the roof right now.
Yeah.
So that segment of our business is going through the roof.
See, like Keith said, the closest shop is within 2 hours.
Yeah.
Love selling EchoMaster, great stuff. Now, okay, so now
It
EchoMaster.
is great stuff.
So
EchoMaster.
EchoMaster has their own group of people. It's their own department. So it's not like
every other department. Well, except for we have combination. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Right.
So,
absolutely.
EchoMaster, they have a head of department. They have their own research and development team.
Product manager. They have research and development.
They have their own
engineering.
budgets.
They have
So
their own
it's
budgets.
a company inside a company. Yeah.
Marketing. So
And they're totally separate from any of the other groups. So they have their own little.
Absolutely.
When you go to the headquarters at some point when we get to film that, they have their own EchoMaster wing.
yeah, it's in the maze. You got your
Yeah.
EchoMaster maze.
And they handle all their own stuff. And then
they're all hands-on guys, and every department is. They're all hands-on guys. Yeah.
oh, Toys for Boys, thank you so much for the $6.99. Love the info provided. I'm sure. Okay, thank you, Canada, all the way. So then we have. Let's go into Stinger.
Okay, which is
Stinger
kind
is-
of grouped in with Phoenix Gold. Right.
Which makes sense because now Stinger has amplifiers.
Right.
So
right.
Okay, so inside of Stinger though, Stinger has multiple like companies, sub-companies. So you have the overall Stinger,
Right.
but then inside of Stinger now you have Stinger Marine,
Yeah, right,
And then you have,
and
like-
still all the same engineers.
It's all the
we
same
don't have a
guys.
marine engineer in
No,
it, right? So
no, but
all the marketing,
but
all the product
marketing-wise,
managers.
but they've kind of like split it into.
And like you said, now we got amplifiers, and now we're selling radios under the Stinger brand.
So so you have like Stinger Infotainment, you have Stinger Marine, you have Stinger batteries, and then you have old school Stinger like RCA's.
That's where we started, right there.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
first Stinger
Like
product ever was an RCA,
RCA.
drone RCA. Oh
Yep.
no, a Queen Bee RCA or something. I forget what it was.
Was it Beyonce?
Queen Bee?
Yeah, Beyonce.
Stinger B RCA.
Yeah, crappy.
But actually, when we started the company, we didn't even have Stinger yet. We sell butt connectors and wire ties and crimp caps and
Metro dash
carpet
kits.
and right.
Metro dash kits.
So
remember
so
now,
yeah, it was.
fell apart.
It's been a long and joyous journey.
All right, so and this is where it gets fun now. And the reason why I went to Stinger first before I went to PAC is because PAC is kind of the one department that has to interface with all the other departments.
Right.
So PAC has to be involved with EchoMaster because they
backup
make
camera switching units.
they make the
that kind of
switching
stuff,
units and the actual, like when we want to add a backup camera to a Dodge Ram, they make the 41
right
that talks to the car to sell the EchoMaster camera into it.
Right.
So like
and we
when
sell that as a package.
You sell that as a package. And then when you look at PAC and Stinger, they're making the Elevate and the High 10 interfaces for like the
all
new
the
Jeep
radio
we just talked
replacements and stuff
about,
like that. Yep.
and so those two have to negotiate one another. Really, I mean, at the beginning they were dealing with Phoenix Gold because remember the Camaro.
Sub thing.
Yes. You know where the prototype is?
Yeah.
In my attic.
Is that right?
Somebody thought I should have it. I was like,
yeah.
I'll take it.
That was 8-inch or 10 inch.
Dude. Even better.
I always saw the ton of those things.
The box, they bought a JL 12-inch box and used that to make the mold for it, and then they didn't like it, so then they had somebody else make it.
Right.
But yeah, so I actually have all the prototype amplifier, the prototype harness, and the prototype JL enclosure in my attic.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take it.
I'm wondering how many other things you have in your attic like that.
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing at all.
Wow. With all the product you get in there, all the
Yeah, but I'm a collector.
Okay.
Hey, David, thank you so much for dropping $10, man. You're the best.
Number one fan. Thank you.
So, anyway, so now PAC is responsible. So PAC is now
Integration.
Is all integration, and now they're broken into two departments. As life isn't fun enough.
Right.
You knew they were broken into two departments, right?
Well, you know more than I do because you deal with all those other people. You know, you
So
deal
they-
with all the engineers and
so they
everything.
broke
So
PAC.
tell me about my company and what we're doing. Hey, whatever I want to know about my company, I call Dean. He tells me.
So PAC is now two
He knows
departments.
way more than I
So
do.
you have the dash kit radio replacement side, and then you have the amplifier integration side.
And dash kits have been part of PAC for a while.
No, what I'm saying is,
But
as
we
far
are
as,
making a big switch over now.
so
right?
but yeah, so like you have the keep the factory radio AMP Pro style, and then you have replace the factory radio RP or what is it? Radio Pro. Radio Pro. So, but all those companies now all have okay. Oh, and then we have iSimple,
Right.
which is the consumer side
Right.
for like
and
cables
and that's I don't know where that's going. If we really don't, you know, we
I mean,
still
that
have
can
some
easily
nice
be rolled
cables and stuff
into
like
Stinger and PAC.
that. Right. Yeah. The FM modulated stuff and everything from iSimple.
That could be PAC.
And that could be PAC too. And then you know the ISGM stuff where you add Bluetooth to the factory GM radios and stuff like that. You know that could be PAC too. Right.
Yeah, it could all be PAC. So anyways, if that's not confusing enough, you have to know all these parts for all these products. So as a sales guy,
And an old sales guy too. That you know.
okay, they were calling you Stan Lee earlier. So as the sales guy, you have to know all this. So you have to be able to deal with all these companies. Hey, Third Era, thank you so much. Greeting from CA. Hey, fellas. Dropping the $199. Yeah.
Yeah, not only part numbers, which is and then they change part numbers,
Yeah.
and
don't
then
even get me started.
right, yeah.
We could do a whole show. on part numbers.
So yeah, and then so your part numbers, your pricing, availability, and then your semi-tech support. And I'm a guy. I'm not a tech guy. Right, exactly. I text Dean and I'm like, I got somebody on the phone. I'm like, I make it sound like I really know what I'm doing, but really Dean's texting me back with the answer.
So now all that, let's fold this back into where we were starting at. You're working from home.
Yeah.
And you're working for the one part of the country other than California that just got the rug pulled out from underneath it.
Yeah.
So out of all your dealers, what would you give me the percentage of that got shut down?
Okay, so in New York Metro, there may be a handful of guys that still opened up that worked on police cars, essential.
The blowing, the DUI stuff.
The DUI stuff.
DUI blow things saved a lot of people.
Right.
Those, which you guys aren't into.
No, yeah, but it did, because it gave them a reason
to be open.
for them to open. But then again, you back up a little bit. A lot of people did that and decided not to open because they were freaked out.
Yeah, because now they got working cars that are
right. So they're like, I'm not risking no way. So yeah, people just shut down completely. Right. So my life changed dramatically.
Yeah. So now
overnight.
Now you're working from home and your phone is not ringing.
Right.
At all.
Yeah. No.
Not other than me in the morning.
And I'm used to. From the time I get to the office to the time I leave the office, I'm just talking on the phone all day, doing some technical support, whatever it may be, busy all day long. And I went, right. So I don't know. So now I'm calling people on their cell phones, sitting on their couch at home, and we're having a personal conversation.
Yeah, doing wellness checks.
Right, man. That's the family. So I've built relationships in that time, that month, that I have never dealt with before. Now I got time, they have time, we're like talking, now I know their kids' names, I know their wife, I know what they had for dinner, we're laughing and we're joking, and hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, so, I mean, you're not doing a job, I mean, there's no work to be done.
No, so, but I had great conversations, and customers that I've been dealing with, you for 30 years, people 20 years, 15 years, 18, I know more about them now than I ever did before. And you know what? And I got off of work every day and I'm like, why didn't I spend the extra 10 minutes on the phone with these people, really get to know them? And talking about the traveling back in the early days.
Mistress names too. That's a good one.
So yeah, and I'm a face-to-face kind of guy. So, and I got shut down traveling. So now I'm back on the phone and getting to know these guys like I would if I was traveling.
Right.
Because when you're spending time and you're face-to-face with a guy in his store, you have good conversations then too. Really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're out to dinner, then you even have.
Oh, Jesus! No. You don't have any conversation.
We won't go there though. But so yeah. So. Not to talk about, but my numbers were less than half for the month of April.
So that was the month of April. So now we've rolled into May.
What a difference 1 month makes.
Oh yeah. So now a lot of these guys are going back in.
Regardless of what the government wants them to do, they decided this, 3 weeks ago. They're like, hey, I've sat at home for a month. I am done. I got to feed my family.
Right.
I can't get the unemployment.
Right.
And you're not getting stimulus money either. What are you going to do? So
and so now here's the funny part. There's people who want to come and get their stereos done. I mean, they're all busy.
Busier than they've ever been, I think.
I'm with you there because I mean we're booked. We're booked out 2.5, 3 weeks right now. I think we're booked until vacation.
It's been amazing. And everybody I talk to about that stuff, they have their protocols now.
Oh yeah.
For a retailer, for a car stereo retailer, life has changed completely too. All right, yeah. Every car. All right, so let's talk about this. What is, because a lot of the guys, I'm sure you've talked about this on other videos. Is there a special solution?
Yeah,
People are asking me like, hey, alcohol, and you can't dry up the plastic or the leather or...
We're using, I mean, there's a lot of different
Go
stuff.
green, that looks like a green. You were a green guy?
So we use this Oban, and Fernando has come up with the right amount of this to this, to where it won't damage the car.
And right, it takes experimenting. So I'm sure you have like plastics and stuff that you're spraying.
Oh yeah, trust me.
You can't try it on customers' cars. That's for sure.
And it took a while, man. It took a couple days.
Right.
Because the
and
other
everybody
problem
is in that same position.
Yeah.
Every single car stereo store trying to figure out how to sanitize properly.
Here's the real rub of it. When you get a car in the install bay, or you get a car that's like, hey, can you just go look at this? Can you go? And it's like, no, I can't.
No, right, yeah.
What's up, Axeman?
So give us a call when you're out in the parking lot.
Well, it's not even that. So it's like,
and see, Paul lets people in the store, and
we don't even need to go there.
But a lot of people don't. They'll like call, and one person at a time, and it's.
Tennis shoes. Tennis shoes, our sales are up a lot too.
Is that RVs and tennis shoes?
I had to buy 3 new pairs of tennis shoes because mine expired from last year.
There's a bike sales are through there.
Yeah, he likes to ride bikes. So, when a car comes in the bay, the first 10 minutes that any car comes in the bay is it's getting cleaned.
So it's taking longer for each installation, for sure.
So here's the funny part, and this is the part that really irritates puts me in one of those moods. When you drop off a car to get it working, clean out your freaking car, okay? Clean it out.
Back in the 70s and early 80s, when I was an installer, you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah, you would.
Stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's not.
And I'm sure it hasn't changed.
I was say it hasn't changed much. Now it's legal.
Whoa! How'd you know about that story?
Here's the funny part of it. Here's the funny part. You'll get some people that'll clean out their cars, but they'll forget the simple stuff. Like the car I worked on, the guy had his toothpick cleaner, his little thingy, sitting in his little, and I'm like, dude.
That was in your mouth.
That was in your mouth, and you're just setting it in your cars, and then you're going to bring your car and you want me to work on it. That is so freaking gross. Or your snot rags. People love to leave they'll pull all their out of the car, and there'll be a mound of snot rags in the cup holder, and you're like, seriously?
So do you get it like a hazmat suit?
No, we got rubber gloves, so it's like everything.
Take it out and burn it.
Most of the time we put it all in the, we stack it all in a corner and then we just like throw it all in the trunk when we're done. But it was like one of those conversations I have to have every day with Paul. It's
remind
tell your people, tell them. Well, and I tell them. I go, no, you don't. But
if he said, you are not getting your car worked on unless here
I've
before
said that.
You bring your
yeah.
and I'm not working on your car.
But here's what I don't understand. All these people are willing. It's like you'll wear a mask, you won't wear a mask. That's your prerogative. I don't even get involved in that conversation. But at least have some common courtesy if you're going to take your car somewhere to have it worked on.
Right.
Like I don't know you. You don't know me.
Don't know where they've been.
It's like I've gone through more hand sanitizer in the last 2 months than I've ever gone through in my life. And Sue is loves to go to Bed Bath and whatever at the mall.
Yeah.
And I have shelves of flavored shitty soaps that just give me headaches. Okay,
nice,
shelves, bags of little things of hand sanitizer. Who knew I was going to need it? Now it's like it's in my car, it's on my workbench, and it's like.
I see people that have it on their belt now.
Oh, yeah.
It's like part of their.
We're cleaning ourselves constantly.
Oh yeah.
Constantly, so that when we do go into somebody's car, we don't want to make sure that we don't want to pass on any of our cooties, but they have no problem being gross as. It's like, dude, some of these paper towels when I get done cleaning these guys' cars,
right? Yeah.
It is so gross. It's like these parts in these cars have never been cleaned.
And so you're offering an extra service. So they get the stereo put in, they get the Mac Daddy installation going, and they get the car cleaned for the first time in 5 years.
For free.
For free.
Yeah.
It's all part of the deal.
Well, I paid for all this. all the cleaning supplies, all the hand sanitizer. I've paid for all
Yeah,
this.
of course, right.
Yeah. He goes to me, hey, do you guys need some hand sanitizer? I'm like,
you're asking now.
You're asking, yeah. It's like, I bought the masks for everybody.
Yeah. All right.
And
yeah.
I called up my boy Marty Dean of Aussie Irons and up there in the other part of the world, and was like, hey, you still got masks? Because he had gotten masks early on, and he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, just and I was like, cool, send me 20.
Well,
so I bought them for everybody.
And you probably know this, but maybe if you don't, I'm surprised that we bought like AAMP masks from a deal. One of the salesman's dealers were making custom masks for people, and the sales the president of sales, they said, hey, just buy it. Yeah, let's get it. And so I bought a whole box of AAMP.
Oh, that's cool.
I think the Phantoms are going to be.
That's
driving
why
around
we'll never get them.
Well, and I may never get one.
I'll probably never get
and I see shirts on you. I'm like, dude, where did you get? That's a nice shirt. Where'd you get that shirt? Oh, Kyle gave it to me, or Eric gave it to me, or Nathan. I'm like, I didn't even know it existed.
Well, hey, man, when you have to jump through the hoops, I have to.
You deserve all the.
If all I'm getting is a shirt, I'm gonna take the shirt. It's like, hey, we got a shirt. You're so kind. You're so kind. Okay. So now, fast forward. So I'm still calling you every morning just to make sure that, like.
And you know what? I don't think that's ever going to stop.
Now I don't get through though. So now it's like I got to call like 4 or 5 times. Oh my God,
that's right. Because when you were first calling me,
it was
you were my first phone call of the day. It was like, wow, I have somebody to talk to. This is awesome. But yeah, now you got to call back 2, 3, 4 times.
Do, Jason. So yeah, now So businesses are opening, and now they want product.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because products are hard to come by.
Yeah, and we're not a company that has 100 products or 200 products or even 2,000 products.
No, you got like 5,000 products.
Over 6. Right.
I mean, just
so
the
purchasing,
alone
right? Exactly. So purchasing department, supply chain issues. We talked about manufacturing issues over in California, which God love the people that work in our warehouses and our manufacturing facility and everything. They're doing a phenomenal job. I just give them a shout out. I mean, and really, just going back to working at home, that I'm shocked about is how great everybody works from home.
Really?
I need tech support. I need a purchasing. I need. We are all working from home and we're gelling together. I never thought that would. When I said, hey, you're going to work from home, it's going to be a nightmare. I'm never going to get through to anybody on the phone. I get up out of my desk. I walk into engineering, tech support, marketing, purchasing. I got a question. I get it answered.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is going to be a nightmare. And it's been phenomenal. Every department has been just absolutely outstanding.
So now,
and I built a home office, and I got like my man cave. I go in there, I shut the door. I got it all going on.
I knew you would. I wasn't worried. You were worried.
Yeah.
So
I had to buy a desk and all kinds of crap.
Oh my God, not a desk.
So in between the time that they threw me out of the office, I had like 2 days to end. That was the time that everybody's working from home. No desks are around. No So I scrambled.
No
I got
crates and a plywood door.
Right. Yeah. So I scrambled, but I got a desk and a chair.
Every Friday, you guys do a phone meeting. Every Friday, 10 o'clock, you do team meetings. Sales department does their team meeting. So now
it's everybody now.
Well, okay.
Yeah, okay. It used to be mostly when we were in the office. It was
it's
sales.
Not like they got anything else to do. They might as well chime in.
Everybody's on the call. It's really
so
good.
Let's talk about other sales.
And cameras are mandatory.
Oh really?
So
you just got to wear a shirt. Still wearing your boxers, but you got a shirt on.
Dude, I wear the same clothes at home that I do.
You show up in you just put your little tassel penny loafers on.
I am not that bad. I am not that bad.
Here. How's it going?
But hey,
you got a picture of your buddy on the wall.
Yeah,
High five.
But I get up, I get dressed, I shower, just like I was going to work, and then I'm, honey, going to work. Bye.
Certain
go around
products,
the corner, and I'm.
Are made in the USA. That's an interesting. What products are assembled in California? Obviously the plastics.
Yeah, the plastics we do a lot of. Some pack stuff. to tell you the truth,
It's impossible.
I have no idea.
Come on,
right,
there's only
yeah.
5,000 products. You don't have a list?
Right, yeah. We do a lot of kits, we do some harnesses, we do some pack stuff, so
Yeah.
and we bring in raw goods,
Yes.
and then it gets assembled and packaged and stuff like that
Yeah.
in California as well, right? Yeah, but I have no idea which ones are absolutely 100% made in the United States.
That's understandable. I was just throwing you under the bus on that one.
Yeah.
I knew you would,
Hey, thanks for giving me a question I can't answer. But you know what? I don't care. If I don't know, I just say I don't know. I'm not proud.
It's okay. So when you're talking with the other salesman on Monday, on the Friday call, how is everyone else doing?
And we just had one yesterday.
That would have been Friday.
That would have been Friday at 10 o'clock.
I know, because I talked to you
So
at 9:50.
Yeah. So, and we are all just in awe. Like, I get so freaking busy. And it's selling crap like crazy.
That's good, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I mean,
no.
but then again,
and it's not just
Yeah,
the
2 months of
Southeast, the Northeast, the Midwest, the whole country.
All these guys want Carstero.
Buy it up. It's unfreaking believable that okay, so you get a stimulus check to buy groceries to feed your family,
And
but
buy Carstero.
yeah. So I think the stimulus checks might have helped out. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't say one way or the other.
Well, I mean, you had a lot of
people telling you, "Hey, I'm spending my stimulus check." Have you heard that in your store?
I don't talk to people.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't talk to people.
And that's and it's funny too, because you never really like talking to people anyway, unless they're on the show. But yeah, so you don't have to deal with customers anymore. That's probably a pretty good.
Well, I
thing
do
on your
still
part.
have to deal with customers. So
over the phone.
Over the phone. Most of the customers, anytime I'm involved, it's usually over the phone. Every now and then I'll get a guy in the store that I'll have to deal with. But most of the time I just tell them to call.
Yeah, when I pulled in, I'm like,
I was back in the cave.
Where are you?
Yeah.
And then I walk in the store and I'm like, I got my mask on. I got,
Yeah.
And then I'm like looking. I'm like, where's Dean?
So
Told me he was at the store. So
Well,
where do you go?
At the end of the day, I have to go over there and I'll make a couple calls depending on how long each call takes. Because when I get on a phone call, it's usually about an hour worth of.
It's your consulting.
It is. Well, it's consulting and then trying to set it up for when they're going to come in and making sure we dot all the T's and cross all the I's. That was backwards.
And right, because now you don't want the car leaving and coming back because you don't have a product or something like that. So it's a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure, like you said, all the I's dotted, the T's crossed. Because the car's coming in once, you're cleaning it, you're doing it, it's getting out of here, you're never going to see it again unless they want to buy something else.
Yeah. I mean, the only time that gets weird, I think we had one where like a subwoofer enclosure was wrong because no one bothered to open the box and look. But,
it was wrong one in the box?
Yeah,
The box
no, it
was
was just they didn't realize there was 2 different versions of the same box.
Oh, right, okay.
And so that kind of really irritated me one day. I was like, how could you got like one job, man? Like it even says it on the thing, wants this box.
My God.
And he's like, I didn't realize there was 2. And I'm like, open the box.
Funny.
But no, but that's just me because I'm going for a specific customer experience. So I try to, and it happens. I mean, we're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. We just try to make it as perfect as possible. So if
and as pleasurable as possible.
I'm not pleasuring anybody, but I mean, depending on the manufacturer.
You are making dreams come true, brother. Don't.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Oh, there's no question about that. I mean, for me, I look at it as certain manufacturers you have to have 2 to get 1.
Well, and right, and you just never know. Yeah.
No.
And believe me, right now people, they're buying and it's good and they're busy, but they're not buying an overabundance. And just for that thing right there. And when you're dealing with the pack product, all right, so it's $100 and $200-$300 retail or whatever it may be.
It's not cheap.
Not cheap.
Right.
For one module to put a radio in a car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So the retailer doesn't have the extra money right now to stock 2, 3. So now when you deal with a defective, it's a big issue. It's a bigger issue than it would have.
Hey, car gift, what's going on? Oh yeah, it totally sucks. But that's the thing that I never understood. It's like, I get it. Like, if you've never worked with a product before and you're buying it for the first time,
AAMP Pro would be one of them, because then you have a sequence you got to do, programming.
You buy 2. I always buy 2.
Yeah, it's
I always tell
$300 retail.
Buy 2.
Yeah, right.
It's not like we won't get another one at some point.
Right. No.
And I get it. Not everyone can do that.
You're in a good situation.
Yeah,
You're in a good situation that way.
But
that's not the norm. Specialist car stereo owner shop that wants it. And there's a few of them out there. But hey, man, a lot of people, and that's why for me in my territory, when you talk about sales, my customers got to wait 3 days to get shipped from Florida or Missouri.
Yeah.
Whereas you get your stuff next day, and thank God you do, because Paul would be, Jesus. But my guys don't have that luxury, so they got to really be more
Thinking
organized.
Yeah. And that's why you buy 2.
Right. Yeah. And that's why we have distributors up there too. So that
to deal with that kind of craziness.
Maybe one of these days we'll put a warehouse. I keep.
Oh,
before I retire, man. Before
they are
never
going to do that.
They are going to do that, and then I'm going to retire the following year. You watch.
The only place I can see them.
I'm
doing
never
is
retiring him. So if anybody's listening from the company, you're not losing.
They'd have to do it in like Pennsylvania.
Right. Yeah, because the taxes and stuff.
Yeah, Pennsylvania or Ohio.
But see, I have one of the only territories that. They're the furthest away from, because Missouri, the whole Midwest, gets a day or two, and Nevada and then California, why we have 2 West Coasts, I don't, we should, but I've been asking for that. Maybe
because you have on one side of the mountain and the other side of the mountain.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we.
So I miss traveling. So all right, let's get back to me freaking out about being in the office.
Let's get back to you.
Let's talk about me for a second.
Yeah, let's talk about you.
So, I was really freaked out about working from home and not being out in the office, but now I'm getting used to it. But what I'm missing the most right now is traveling.
Oh, you aren't kidding.
So right now, I'm working really good from home. I'm working probably harder than I would if I was in the office. Getting a better relationship with my customers, but I can't travel.
You can't see them.
I can't travel.
I mean, I came by your house one Saturday or one Sunday.
We social distance in the driveway.
At the end of the driveway. Yeah, just wave to you.
That was right. That was our little visit,
Yeah.
Well, and then another thing is, my mother-in-law lives with us. She's 80 and she's wonderful and she's in great shape. You know that.
Oh yeah, dude. She almost walked up and gave us a hug, and I was like, "Whoa, stop!"
Right? Yeah. No. And she does everything, and she's got her morning. We both wake up in the morning. She's got her workout routine, and she does her kung fu stuff, and
she's Japanese.
she has her exercise routine, and she's in great shape. But I have to be a little extra careful going out there.
Oh no, we had to get permission for you to come on to do the show today.
Yeah. That is the first time I'm out, and this is like I'm driving here, and I'm like going, wow.
So car gift there. He's from Portugal, and so he was saying, a lot of people there they buy for the next day. So it's like they quit the job and they buy for the next day.
But if you're 3 days away from your supplier, then
you got to really think about it.
Right? Yeah. No, a lot of guys, they book a job on Tuesday, they order their product, the car comes in on Wednesday, and they do it, and a lot of stores work like that. A lot of stores don't have massive abundance of. And then do you do any filming over in the retail store anymore?
No,
you're always here in the shop. No. You used to do like unboxing there, and stuff like that.
There's too much.
So in the retail store, there's a freaking wall of product that's unbelievable.
I mean, this is mostly for profit.
And my real estate is pretty big there. I'm pretty proud of that.
Well, it's huge. What are you talking about? It's the biggest. And honestly, if I had my way, I'd do away with all of it. I don't want to see any of it. Yeah. I don't think it's.
You don't have to hang it up. You have an area somewhere where
that's the problem. See, the thing I hate about all this is like these bags take up so much freaking room.
Right.
I just hate it because it's like.
So if you had just plastic boxes with just the plastic in the
bottom, I would be so happy. Yeah. But the problem is now I got to find some place to put the boxes.
Right. Yeah.
So where do I put the boxes? And it's not like I don't need bags of plastics. Like I just need the plastics.
Right.
But there has to be a way to manage it, so I get it. Yeah, and it's not like I'm going to pull them out of the bags.
Right. And some of the bags are big. And
they take up so much freaking room.
Hey, when we first, and I've been selling dash kits for a couple of days now. So when I first saw a dash kit in a freaking box instead of a bag, I was like, what the hell? But now, like...
Now they all come in boxes.
Right, oh my God,
And actually, I'm
dude.
fine with boxes because boxes stack.
Right.
You know, the bags, it's like, you've seen Paul's bags. He's got 500 bags, and it's like he's digging through, and it's like, he's got a kit that's this big in a bag that's like the size of a pillowcase. And you're like, oh, come on, man.
So so it's been interesting, and you know, the guys, retailers like yourself, man, it's a whole new world out there, you know, dealing with the customers and dealing with their vehicles and touching stuff, and for me, so yeah, I'm just glad to see that everybody's opening back up again, able to do their business, and but I don't know if we'll ever. Do you ever see it? Like you not having to have to wipe down a car ever again anymore? I mean, is it?
Yeah, yes, I see that because in my hope of hopes, I feel like we have to figure this out, and we have to get back to. I mean, I've been on the planet 48 years. You've been here a little bit longer.
A couple of years.
You know, there's always been those times that it's like, oh, this sucks. We got to do this different thing, and then we eventually work our way back to how it has to be normal.
Right, yeah.
Or what? And I don't want. I hate to. I'm with Ada. I hate the term new normal. There is no new normal. It's just normal.
You know, yeah.
Whatever
Okay.
normal
New normal.
is.
Stay safe, and we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Those are
Hey,
like
look,
the cliches.
New Coke sucked, and we went back to classic Coke. So can we go back to the classic normal?
Right. Yeah.
You know, that's. But I feel that yes, I don't know when it's going to be, but the world has to get back to. I mean, we all either have to get this and get past it, or they have to come up with whatever they have to come up. I don't know how that all is going to work.
Vaccines or whatever. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah.
But just for our sanity, we're social people. You know, we like other people. I like doing this, but the reason why we don't do like video chats and video conferences is because I want to have someone standing next to me. Because to me, it's way more entertaining when I can.
And we don't have
off
like
you.
a plastic shield between.
Yes, I mean,
I thought maybe you'd put me like in a little
put a piece
booth
of
or
plexi.
something.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I got some plexi. I'll put the plexi. But it's way more entertaining when I can talk.
Hey, I
to
didn't
somebody.
get a handshake or a hug when I got here.
You're not going to.
Okay.
You're not going to. I hate to hug. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like we need. I need people. I mean, I don't like to talk to people that much, but I still need people around me. You know, when I go to Knowledge Fest, I have a blast because it's all like-minded people. That's why I like doing this show, because we're all like-minded people. We all like car audio, so we're all on the same page.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I know a topic like this isn't always like the hot button topic of 12 volt, but
it's a reality. It's the new.
Don't
reality.
Say the new reality. It's just something to think about. Like we always think of the end result. So like when we think of something, like when we think of Stinger or AAMP Global, we think of this. We think of this piece here. But how this got here is from you. And it's from a warehouse, and it's from Nick.
Right,
it's
manufacturing,
from, you know,
and like somebody designed it, and they put it together. And
there's a face. There's faces behind this package, and it's kind of always been a thought of mine is to put a face to that package to realize that it's more than just, hey Anthony, it's more than just a product that you see on Amazon or a product that you see on a shelf. There's families. A
lot of people that go behind that.
Yeah, there's families,
involved
and there's.
in it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how many people AAMP have that work for them anymore. It's hundreds.
You know, and you're asking me now. So I'm trying to figure out like California because they were down to like 10 people at one time, and I think there's 100 people that work there. So it was 10%. At one time, the Florida office here, I thought it was probably around 80, or you know,
it's probably more.
More. Okay,
I don't know.
I wouldn't. It's funny. I wouldn't even know because it's like a maze. And,
it is.
You know, and I've passed people on the hall, and I'm like,
who the hell was that?
Who was that?
Dude, trust me. I walked by the president, and he's like, "Hey," I go, "Hey, what's up?" Who's that? And he's the boss. I was like, "Oh."
Hey, don't feel bad. I did the same thing.
It's like
I'm washing my hands at the sink in the bathroom. He's like, hey. I'm like, hey, bro, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Great. I'm like, Hey, who was that? He's the guy that signs your checks, man. I'm like, oh, hey, well, buddy.
That's Arty with 2 T's.
So yeah, a lot of people get involved in making one tiny little product.
You know, we'll all get through this at some pace of time or normalcy or but whatever. I don't know. All right, so that brings us to the end of the show, guys. Thanks so much for thanks so much for allowing me.
Thanks for getting me out of the house, guys.
For allowing me to do this show. I know you guys love Q&A, and we do a ton of Q&A. Don't worry, Monday Q&A. But thanks for letting us do these shows. And to me, I know they're not the most entertaining ones. And some where's the 12 volt? Let me have my show every now and then, okay? And with that,
and let us regular people get, so.
Oh, shut up. Frostbiteboxes.com if you want to pick up a cool subwoofer enclosure. We'll go through these real quick. There you go. AudioControl.com. Coupon code 5-star will get you $100 off your DM-RTA Pro. I think this is the last week for that. So if you've been saving up to get the DM-RTA Pro kit, 5-star will get you $100 off of that. So make sure you take advantage of that. Get your tool. And speaking of audio control, Thursday at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll be guesting on the show with Matt Palumbo and Chris Bennett. I don't know what we're going to talk about. They just said, hey, would you do this? And I was like, I would love to be on your show. So if you guys, you can chime in on Facebook and watch it. If you have been watching Audio Control on Facebook since this whole thing has started, they've been doing a weekly show on all types of topics, all their amplifiers, DSPs, you name it. It's a great thing, and it's open to everybody. That's one of the things that when they decided to do it, I talked to Chris about. I was like, listen, you need to have it open to everyone, just like we do it. There's no secrets. Just let everyone be involved and have some fun. So check it out. I'll be on there, and like I said, I don't know what we're gonna talk about. If you would like stickers, that's right. You get 3 5-star stickers for free. You need your home address emailed to 5starstickers@yahoo.com. That's 5starstickers@yahoo.com. Sue will get you out 3 free stickers. Teesprings.com/store/5stars, place you can go to pick up cool t-shirts. Man, I'm still bummed we didn't get to do that. Bro Trip 2020.
I know, man. We would have had a great trip. But you know what? 2021?
Just doesn't roll off. I was going to have glasses made with eyes for the zeros. DNF tool drawers is a place you can find all the cool tools that we use for all our installations. So definitely head over to there. And then, what is this one? We'll skip that one. Patreon is the place where you can go to support the show. A couple new Patreon members. Thank you guys for signing up for Patreon. And last but not least, for those of you guys who would like to get some more education this weekend, check out the educartraining.teachable.com. They have 2 courses, a basic audio course for $20. There's nothing basic about it. And then DSP tuning. Basic DSP tuning for $29.
$29?
Yeah.
That's a valuable, wow.
It's Ken Ward.
Yeah, oh, okay.
It's a great class. I sat through the DSP training one last weekend, like I said, because we had the holiday weekend. The girls were gone. So I took an hour or whatever. I think it's like an hour. I think both of them are like an hour long. $29. All you guys that ask DSP questions, like how do you set the gains? How do you do this? He covers all of that for $29. Walks you through the whole process, tells you tools that you can have that, it talks about the Andy's tool, the Audio Frog, UDMA, or whatever it's called. So educartraining.teachable.com. Why not? It's entertainment. You can watch it as many times as you want. He's got downloads for checks.
It's cheap.
At $29. Yeah. I mean, the $20 course is awesome. Like the $20 course, I was watching it going, oh yeah, that's cool. He has a really good way of making it sound really simple. Taking complex things and breaking them down. I mean, I know another guy that does that too, but
He doesn't have that good of a personality, though.
No, it's the worst personality ever. Oh my God, he's such a jerk.
Man.
Hey guys.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Thank you guys for putting up with us, for allowing us to have some fun. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got. You guys.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us, man. It's good seeing everyone.
If your towns are open and your bars are flowing, don't drive home drunk. Don't do stupid stuff.
Yeah. Is that the way you end a show?
Don't drive home drunk? Yeah, dude,
Okay.
I want them back on Monday.
Okay,
no, I
yeah,
do not
no,
have a
okay,
discount
all right,
code. The discount code is already the $20 courses. The course is on sale right now. Normally they're both $29, so he's automatically just taking. Everyone gets $10 off the first course. So that's the deal. There is no coupon code for it because it's 2 courses. I mean, $29. It's really, come on, you're not going to get any cheaper than that.
No.
Well, yeah, $20, but. No, we totally want everyone, because Monday we have the Monday show, and if they don't make it through Saturday over the weekend, then they don't
can't make
get
it to the Monday show.
They don't get
All
to
right,
the
be safe. Don't drive drunk.
Go get Red Lobster already. Cheddar Bay biscuits, baby. Yeah. No, I hate Red Lobster. All right, guys. See ya. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Remember,
Thanks again, guys.
Arrive alive. Do all that fun stuff. We'll see you next week. Bye.